Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Dora and this is my finale to 50 Shades of Brown. If you're not aware of this project, this is a Pantastic Ladies Facebook group project, a big collaborative project where we work on 50 items that are brown, either in terms of the color of the product itself, or maybe it's in the packaging, maybe it's in the name, whichever way you can make it work and link it to the color brown. It's not the first round. The previous year we did 50 Shades of Gold / yellow. I did that over on Instagram. The year before that it was 50 Shades of Green, which I did do here on YouTube. I'm gonna link that playlist for you. I had slightly more regular updates than for this one. But yeah, it's a really fun one. Runs from the 15th of April of one year to the following year, 15th of April. So today is the day of the finale, but it's also the day of the intro, and I'm sure you'll be seeing a lot of them pop up on your YouTube feed for the new colour. I don't want to spoil it, but the next colour is really cool, really exciting. I think probably the easiest one to find 50 items for. However, I've decided I won't be continuing this one. I really struggled this year specifically with 50 Shades of Brown. I'll talk you through it. I didn't do so well. There are some new Cosmetic and empties. Yeah. Before I forget though, please make sure you check out my description box below. I think, is there a collaborative playlist? I don't think so. I think there's a link to a spreadsheet though. And I've also linked to the creators of this project, who are Jessica Lee and Amanda and Cece. And there's a link to the Facebook group as well. If you're not on there, or what are you waiting for? So I only did one update for this project. So at my previous update, after 6 months, I had met my goal or finished 16 items of 50. Let's see how far I got. All right. I have divided them up into beauty products and skincare, as well as makeup and nail polish. So I'm going to kick off with skincare and beauty items, and I've got 2 more empties. This one was a sample from Aesop. It was the Blue Chamomile Facial Hydrating Mask. It was lovely. I really like all the Aesop products. You know, maybe once I'm done with all of my masks that I've still got here at home, I would probably buy one of these. I like the hand creams as well. I think this was just one use though, because it's so tiny. And then I also finished this big thingy here. So this is by Cantu, and it's the Shea Butter for Natural Hair Leave-In Conditioning Cream. So this is all done now. I've got a backup of this. It looks different, the packaging is different. But yeah, I think from the same brand. I quite like this one. So I use this every time I wash my hair. Yeah. And I'm, you know, well into the repurchase already, and this was already a repurchase, so yeah, happy that both of these got rolled out. I'm gonna now show you the remaining skincare and beauty items where I haven't met my goal. Yeah, there are 3 of these here. The Sun-Kissed Bronze Professional Moisturizer Spray Tan bottles. I have, since putting all of these into this project, I have self-tanned once. At least I have done it. At least, you know, once since my previous update. I don't think I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to check that update, if I did self-tan in the first half of this project. Probably not. Never mind. These are all in everything, in fact, that I'm going to be showing you that I haven't managed to get to yet is already in other projects. It's either in my Know By Project pan, and with some of the makeup, it's in my Plan to Pan for this year. So I better be getting to it, and I know I will. Also, did not touch this aloe vera gel here. It's just decanted in a brown bottle. I haven't used it. Let's look at this one. Another brown bottle. This is by Veleda, and it's a massage oil. Look how far I am. I am nearly done. I'm pre-filming this, and I'm certain that if I were to film this on the 15th, it would be gone. But here it is. You know, it's the nature of the game. almost done. This was about here when I introduced it. I've just been loving it as a nighttime hand and sometimes feet moisturizer as well. So yeah, really, really pleased with that progress because it was rather old. I bought it in 2018. Still good though, and you know, hadn't gone bad. Here's another one that I know I'm going to be done with by the end of April. It's just, you know, a sample size of the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser. I know I'm going to get through this and you hear about this at my No Buy Project Pan update. Probably the next one, maybe the one after. Another fail, so this one I didn't get to at all. This is the Me Plus Exfoliate BH Toner with 2% salicylic acid by Superdrug. I have not touched this at all, but through putting skincare and beauty into my No Buy Project Pan, I'm now loving using a toner in a spray bottle both mornings and evenings after I wash my face before I apply my moisturizer. So I'm going to decant what's in here into the bottle once I'm done with the other one. So it feels, it's a fail, but not really, because I know I'll get to it now, whereas before I just didn't know how to use it. It just seemed like an extra unnecessary step that I'm now actually enjoying just because it's in a spray bottle. But here we go. This one I didn't get to, but there's barely anything left down here. Another Me Plus range thingy, Acacia Collagen Booster. I know I'll get to this, but I'm only really putting like one serum or retinol thingy in my bathroom at a time, and rather than putting 10 in there or all of them in there and then ultimately not touching anything and being completely overwhelmed. I don't like the way it looks either. So yeah, I've got one thing in there and I've got one use left in that. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to put this one in my bathroom, and I think I should be done with that, say, by May. But yeah. Again, the timing. One more I didn't get to at all. This is the Star Child Moontime Massage Oil. But once I'm done with the Veleda one, I'm gonna move on to this one. So I know I'll get to it. It smells really lovely and it's from Glastonbury. Oh yeah, it's really nice. This one I used once, maybe twice, but you know, it's just one of those products you only use it when you need to use it. And this is the As I Am Dry and Itchy Scalp Care. So yeah, if I need it, I use it, but I'm not going to force myself to use it. But it's really good. You open it like that, and then you just apply it to your scalp, rub it in, leave it in for like 15 minutes or so before you wash your hair 2 times to get it all out. And it really helps to get rid of dandruff, basically, if you ever have like a burst of that. But yeah, it's great. I love it. But only when I need it. This one I wrote in at my last update because I had a declutter and I wanted to replace it. This is the Ritual of Mare Energize Your Soul Reviving Hand Scrub. I tried this once, I think on like my chest, and it was very extremely oily, so it's definitely more of a hand scrub situation, but yeah, I get really bad eczema on my hands, so I'm not in a rush to try and use this. Maybe once that flare-up has gone down, who knows, then I will get to it, but yeah, I'm not gonna force it. Another big fail, this is the Ahava Dead Sea Mask from a decade ago. I have still not used it, it's still sealed. I did say that if I wasn't gonna use it, I would declutter it by the end of this project. Well, it's now in my No Buy Project Pan. I'm gonna see. Either I use it or I'll declutter it, but something has got to happen with it at some point this year. Final beauty item, so it's just, I decanted it. It's a after sun lotion. So I'm here, you know, some use, but didn't manage to finish it. Never mind. I'm sure I will be able to do so this summer. Right, let's move on to the makeup. I do have an empty, a declutter, and 4 goals met. Yeah, let's start with the empty. So I managed to finish this Revolution IRL Filter Longwear Foundation in the shade F2. I did not like this. Far too high coverage for me, but I managed to go through it by mixing it, concocting it, and using just a very light layer of it. So yeah, needless to say, I wouldn't repurchase it, but I'm glad I managed to get through it though. So yeah, feels really good to finish a foundation. Here's a declutter. Again, you know, I got really close, but in the end, this started to irritate my eyes, and then I stopped using it, and then I used it again to try out, is this really genuinely the product that is causing the irritation? And yes, can confirm that that was the case. So this is a declutter. It's almost 3 years, actually in April, it is now 3 years, but I did declutter it a couple of months ago, maybe 1 month ago. Maybelline Line Refine Expression Kajal in 38 Brown, and you know, I think I got really far with it. So I'm claiming it as a gourmet, even though it's a declutter. I also met my goal on these 3 nail polishes here. So I wanted to use every single nail polish that was in this project. I think I included 5 in total. 1 I already had completed at my previous update for 5 uses each. So yeah, this one here, love it. This is H&M Perfect Poise. This one is Essie Spin the Bottle, and this is a decanted Keygo polish because the bottle broke, or the brush on the bottle broke. I also rolled in some shadows here from this Urban Decay You Got the Look palette. So this is Prince, but posthumously it was made, you know, whatever. So here's that, and I managed to hit my goal on this shadow here. So I rolled in 4 shadows. Love to the Nines, Get Off, Crystal Ball, and Sexy Dancer for 5 uses each. I know, not a lot, but you know, guess what? There's 1 shadow in here that I didn't get to. These 2 I'd already completed at my previous update. I still needed to make the 5 uses on this one here. Beautiful shadow. Get Off, I am 1 use short, which is ridiculous. But because while I'm filming this, I'm still on my 30-day makeup challenge, I can't dip into this. Otherwise, of course, I would have put it on for this video, just within this look. But I can't do that because I'm not allowed to touch anything that isn't in the selection that I've included for my 30-day challenge. So, unfortunately, yeah, so 1 goal met in here and 1 goal not met in here. There are some more products here from the makeup category that I did not meet my goal on. There's a nail polish. This is Beauty Woman Prost, and I did not complete my 5 uses. I am at 2 uses. I think maybe I need to declutter it. If, you know, 2 uses in 1 year, I'll still keep it. I know I would probably concoct it at some point. I also put this MAC single eyeshadow in here. I'm using this in my brows exclusively. You know, it's not too bad where I am, but yeah, not done. This is also my Nowhere Project pan. Here's another item where I'm really close, and this is the PS My Perfect Color Foundation Pressed Powder in Nougat. I had to repress this, and there's a lot of pan showing again, so very, very close, but I couldn't finish it, so never mind. Again, is this, this is one of my 25 in 2025. There's this Laura Mercier shimmer block here as well that I just use as a blush topper. I wanted to hit pan in this. I don't think I even used it once. Yeah. Oh well. Here's one that I got really close on in terms of finishing. Look at that. There's not a lot left, but this is such a holy grail item for me. This is the Revolution Pore Blur Primer. I love this, but it's not in my 25 in 2025, so I've been holding off using this one to try and prioritize the ones that, the primers that I've put into my year-long project pan. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, this is still here. I'm okay with it, you know. I know I would repurchase it, but I am on a no-buy, so yeah, this is part of my no-buy project pan as well. No-buy for primer until I've reached my goal number. Here's an item with some really cool progress. I am flying through this one lately because I learned to use this on my upper lash line as well as the lower lash line. I had initially thought when I got this from Ruth actually that this was just for the lower lash line and it wasn't dark enough for my upper waterline, lash line. Well, now that I'm using it both ways, I am flying through this. I know this will be an empty by the summer, but yeah, didn't make it in time, unfortunately. Maybelline Tattoo Liner in Soft Bronze, this is. 3 more eye products, also from Ruth. This one is the Nude Sticks Magnetic Eye Color in Terra. I have not finished this, but again, I'm still trying to do that in 25 and 2025. And then there are these 2 e.l.f. No But shadow sticks here. This one is Bronze Metal and this one is Champagne Crystal. I only wrote this one in at my last update as a replacement for a declutter again. And I did use it for quite a bit. And there's really not too much left, all things considered. I know this would probably be, with dedicated use, 3 to 4 months, no more than that. Hopefully less. I may roll this into my plans of hand. We'll see. Yeah, I need to update you on that soon. I need to make some changes there. I think, yeah, something's gone bad. Ooh, this is very wobbly. I'm gonna do something that I wouldn't normally do. But, yeah, this is what I have left of it. You can see there's barely anything sticking out. So yeah, once I'm done with this bit, I don't even know if I'm still gonna be able to finish all of that. But yeah, it's in my No Buy project pan, not a priority necessarily for this year though. 3 more products left. I have got a lip gloss in here. This is Note Mineral Lip Gloss in the shade Coraline. Again, another one I'm trying to finish this year, but I just haven't been working on this yet. I've been prioritizing other ones. This one, I don't think I even touched. Maybe a couple of times in the summer, and I really liked it actually, but yeah, again, I find it so hard to remember to use illuminators. Oh, I think I know what happened. I got an illuminator stick by Dr. Hauschka, and that's got a clear expiration date on there because it's like a organic, natural brand, clean brand. It expires in September of this year, so I've been prioritizing that one over this one. But yeah, it's still really lovely. Also got this from Ruth actually. LA Girl Luminous Glow Skin Illuminator in Sunlit. I would like to work on this a little bit more once I'm more tan. But yeah, I remember it being a really nice texture and a lovely glow, you know. And finally, Collection Gorgeous Glow Filter Finish Complexion Boosting Primer and Illuminator in Fair 1. I'm using this daily to clean up fallout from eyeshadow. There's still a lot in here. I did try and finish that last year, but back then I thought it was more like an all-over face primer. Well, it is, but I just prefer using it to clean up fallout. But therefore, I'm also using it on a daily basis, but it's going slowly. Let's look at the total numbers. I have got 26 goals met now. So out of 50, that's 52% of my goal met. Bear in mind though, 3 of those items were declutters, but I'm gonna count them because it's not like they were untouched and they went bad. I tried to work on them and then in the course of me working on them, they expired. I don't think that's my fault. You know, if you're trying, like, come on. So yeah, there was the Maybelline that I showed you in this update, and then a couple of items last time that I did replace, but so technically I've been working on 52 items, which, you know, then, and in that case then 26 would be exactly 50%. Okay, I decluttered a foundation that I had been working on by Catrice and a mattifying face primer by Ulta Beauty. It was just a sample and I used more than half of it, but again, it went rancid. What can you do? So yeah, if you're really super strict and you don't want to count declutters because they went bad, even though I had been working on them, then I'm at 23 items. I'm not even going to attempt to see what percentage that is out of 52. But out of 50, I can tell you that that's 46%. So there you go. I'm about halfway there. Yeah. I have really enjoyed this one, even though this whole project, I mean, overall, even though I do feel a bit bad that I've not been updating it so much, and then even so that, you know, I didn't come on here and have like a ton of empties or goals met for you. It's always much more satisfying to see that. And it's also because, you know, you kind of want the person whose video you're watching, you want them to do well. What I will say though, and I think maybe that's a little bit satisfying as well, I really have learned to not buy any more stuff, especially skincare or makeup. I'm not purchasing new things. I mean, I'm on a no-buy for a lot of these categories anyway. It's working out for me, so there's not more things coming in. With a lot of extra categories, makeup or skincare, body care, hair care, I'm already in a place where I'm only buying a new thing when I can see that I'm running low on something. So I feel that that is growth and progress. Also, I get such major FOMO when I'm watching intros specifically or updates for exciting, fun project plans. It's really so often the case that I'm watching someone's update or intro and I'm just like, this looks so fun, let me think about what products I would like to include, and then I think about joining. But realistically, I can't do all of the projects. It's impossible, you know. I don't even have such a large collection, really. I don't know. Yeah, often I think like, if everything's already in my no buy project pan or in my plan to pan, then putting it into other projects doesn't even make sense. I don't even know what to take out anymore to include in other projects. But yeah, there's just so many brilliant creative projects out there. So yeah, just a special shout out and hashtag RIP to all the projects that I really wanted to join but didn't, because I then sort of realized I can't do it. I can't do it all. In fact, I started a new project, a eyeshadow declutter project pan. I think that's the most recent video that went up, and I've paused 3 other eyeshadow projects because I can't be doing all of it now. So also wanted to give a special shout out to Taru because I love all of her eyeshadow projects. I don't think, did she do 50 Shades of Brown? I know she's done a lot of the 50 Shades projects in the past. She's doing such fun eyeshadow projects, and I want to join every single one of them. She's doing Project Half Pan, where she's trying to hit pan in half of the shadows in each palette in her collection. Not just to hit 50% pan percentage. She's done that already, come on. She's so good at hitting pan. But yeah, I really wanted to join that one. Then she's doing Pan That Palette, The Leftovers, great idea, but it's sort of interfering with my eyeshadow declutter project pan now, and until I know what I'm holding on to and what I'm getting rid of, I can't really join new eyeshadow projects. Such a tangent. Thank you so much for being here and for watching this all the way until the end. I really appreciate you, and I hope you have a lovely, lovely rest of your day or night, wherever you are, and I'm sending you so much love. Take care, bye.